All right, boys and girls, this is decimals on a number line to the hundredths, okay? All right, this is the same thing that we have been doing, just looks a little bit different, okay? So, number lines are always the same. The first step you're going to do is find out what your first two numbers are. So, we're going to write 0.60. Now, we're looking for something to the hundredth, okay? All right, so this would be 61 hundredths. This would be 62 hundredths, and I can't even write that small. Does everybody see that? And this would be 63 hundredths, 64 hundredths, 65 hundredths, 66 hundredths, 67. Now, if you notice, I'm just putting the hundredth position, and you're on my line. One reason that's because it's so small. I can't write all that in each of the numbers. You're looking for the hundredth position. You see they've already given you the 10th, haven't they? So it says, what decimal does point J represent? Well, look over here. Point J is in the house of 7 tenths. He's not to 8 tenths yet. Now they're wanting you to find a what? Hundredth. So J, if this is 7 tenths, 7 and 0 hundredths, that'd be 7 and 71 hundredths, 72 hundredths, 73 hundredths, 74 hundredths, 75 hundredths, 76 hundredths, 77 hundredths. So, how do we write 77 hundredths? Okay, so look, it's between 70 and 80, right? It's hundredths, so we come down here, and what do you notice? So remember, if you start behind the decimal point here, your answer will be behind the decimal point. So look at this one. Are both those answers behind the decimal points? First of all, that's a tenth, isn't it? That's not even a hundredth. These could be, right? But you had to hop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that would, you started with a 7 and you added a hundredth, 77. All right, let's go down to number 2. Now it's looking for B, point B. So where is point B? Well, let's see. We're between 1 tenth and 2 tenths, and we're looking for the hundredth, okay? So it's not going to be, it's in the house of 1 tenth, isn't it? It's not to the house of 2 tenths. It's kind of like on the clock, isn't it? It's not there, so it can't be anything with that because it's just not there. Now, they're looking for a hundredth. They're looking for point B. So let's start here. Count 1, 2, 3. And you simply fill in the 3 hops for the hundredth. Okay? So, guess what your answer would be? C, 13 hundredths. So remember, this number right here has got to be between that number and that number. Okay? Look at this one. Did we have 1 and 3 tenths? No, we were in the house of 0. We weren't even in, we didn't have any whole crackers, did we? So he's out. These all could have been, but you had to count carefully, didn't you? Okay. All right, is everybody understanding? I'm going to do one more, and then I'm going to set you off on your own to finish this. So this, we're looking for L. So let's go ahead and look. L is right here. He's going to be between 30 hundredths and 40 hundredths, isn't he? He's not going to be 40 hundredths, so he's going to be 0, 3 tenths, and how many hundredths? Well, we got to see how many jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you've now found the hundredths place. It is 35 hundredths. So come over here, and what do you notice? 35 hundredths. You got to know your decimal points, huh? All right. So you are going to finish 4 all the way, let's see, through, I think there are 18 of these. Ooh. All right. Get it done. If you need to look back, just remember, I'll do one more with you. Hold on. So let's look at this. This is kind of fun. It's looking for the hundredths. Okay. Z. So let's see where Z is. So we know it's going to start like this because he's in the house of the 6, isn't he? But we've got to see how many hops. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 hops. 8 hundredths. So 68 hundredths. Now, boys and girls, remember, check your answer. It's got to be between 60 and 70 hundredths. So that wouldn't work, would it? These might, but they're testing to see if you start and you hop correctly, aren't they? All right. Give it a go. When you're finished, turn your paper in. This is for a grade. Do a great job. Have fun. If you get through with this, turn your paper in and you can finish the hour on your exact path math. And I will see you guys on Friday.